Now I'd like to talk about percentages, which are denoted by this symbol here. And all that means is that we're talking about a fraction with a denominator of 100. And the number before the percentage sign is the numerator of the fraction. So, for example, 5% is the same as saying 5 over 100. And we can deal with that in two different ways. So we could simplify the fraction, so that would give us 5 times 1 over 5 times 20, and we can simplify these, so that gives us 1/20th, or we can divide the fraction, so 5 divided by 100, which is 0.05, and these are the same. So 100% is 100 over 100, or 1. But we can also have percentages greater than 100. So, for example, 200% is 200 over 100, and if we cancel these out, that gives us 2. So that's perfectly possible as well. Second thing I'd like to say here is that if we hear an expression, so X% of Y, so for example, 50% of 20, then the way you deal with that is the same as saying x over 100 times y. That's the way you would calculate it. So in our example here, 50% of 20, that gives us 50 over 100 times 20. So this then cancels out. Leaving us with 5, so that gives us 10 altogether, which makes sense. So half of 20 is 10. Slightly more complicated example that maybe you wouldn't be able to just do off the top of your head. So let's say 3% of 17. So that means 3 over 100 times 17, which gives us 51 over 100. If you multiply 3 by 17, that gives you 51, or 0.51. So that's how you deal with that. So x% of y is the same as x over 100 times y. Now the last thing I want to say is something about this symbol here, which is seen occasionally. So this is like a percentage symbol, but there's an extra blob here on the bottom, and that means a fraction with a denominator of 1000, not 100, 1000. Denominator of 1000. So for example, 5 thousandths, you could change that into a fraction like that, and then you can just deal with it in the same way as those percentages I was just describing to you.